Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, man. So I might be all over the place with this one, but I let the spirit do what the spirit is going to do, man. So this is a screenshot, all right, of a text message, okay, and that I got this morning from this woman that I'm dealing with, all right. And as you can see, I mean, she's been, oh man, complaining. Of course, I didn't want, to put the whole conversation up there, but she's been complaining and complaining and complaining. Life ain't easy no more. All right. But you can see she made these points because I when she started crying out, I asked her, was it that bad? And this is the text message that she gave me. Number one, my lights got cut off today. Number two, she still needs $100 for rent. All right, that's already late and she has to pay it today. Number three, her car insurance is going to lapse tomorrow because she can't pay it and she still doesn't have an updated decal for her car tag. All right, so it's just like I said, I might be all over the place, but hey man, I'm gonna start off with this precept and we'll get into this. This is Isaiah 32, and this is all in relation to what the prophets are saying, man. Bad times are coming. You better serve the Lord and come up out of your wickedness. All right. Isaiah 32 verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And do you think the majority of the women of our nation are really hearkening unto what we're saying? Make no mistake, man. I deal with a few women, since I've been in the truth. I have dealt with some of them. Most of them not here no more, obviously, or not dealing with me no more. But one thing about it, they have all mentioned in some form or fashion that they have either seen or heard the prophets. They've either seen what they say, those guys out on the highway, or they've seen social media posts with the name Yahweh Yahweh Shah in the post, etc., etc. So I said that to say, amen, there's no excuse at this point. Amen. Prophecy has reached their eyes and ears, man. All right. Many days in years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fall, and the gathering shall not come. All right. And the reason why I brought this out through the spirit, and I'm kind of putting my little female I'm dealing with on blast a little bit, is because this is the same woman. I don't know how she pulled it off, but it was about 2 years ago. I'm trying to figure out how she pulled it off. I don't want to be a liar, but I know she went on at least 3 vacations in 1 year. I ain't been on a vacation since I've been an adult through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, per my sacrifice, per my lot. Man, she done went to Vegas. Did they leave the country? I don't know. I don't even remember because I was just so just blown away about it. You know what I mean? But I know it was either 3 or 4 vacation / girl trips with the homegirls. You know what I'm saying? And and all the while that was going on, what was the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai doing? We were in that house of mourning, still in that house of mourning, crying to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Doing these epistles, going out on the highways and byways, serving the Lord to the best of our ability. All right. Not living, enjoying the fatness of the earth like some of our people seem to be doing, man. How do you in this economy, even and that was like just 2 years ago, so the economy was kind of in the same, it's getting gradually worse, well, rapidly worse, as we speak. But come on, man, since the pandemic came, things ain't been all sweet. And how do you how can you even afford plan, to have 3 vacations, man, with your homegirls in 1 year? That's crazy. Most people only, take 1 damn vacation a year. Went 3 or 4 places, and that's just in 1 year, I mind you. All right. She's been all type of places, prior years and stuff like that. But I remember that for vividly. I'm like, man, it ain't too much, I just take it all in, just take it all in. And now this is what we're saying through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai, pursuing Isaiah 32. And what I'm reading here, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hey, you Israelite women, y'all have been living comfortable, all right? And guess what? comfortability is about to get swept from under your feet, man. All right, all that playing around, all that partying, all that hookah bar, hookah lounge, just all they do, man. And they ain't. I mean, I'm sure you brothers deal, and however they deal, I mean, the Lord gonna either bless her or chastise and punish her, man. So I don't know, but I can only speak for the women I'm dealing with, man. Shit, all that hookah bar and all that shit, and ain't really, being a real help me unto me. Sure, we quote unquote spend some time together or whatever, but she ain't really being a help me unto me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And you best believe. I'm gonna see. I said I was gonna be all over the place, but I got these precepts and I got so much stuff I want to talk about. All right, next up, man. Get these precepts out though. What is it? Exodus. Yeah, same thing. Exodus 32:9. And it reads, and the Lord said, Yahweh Bahashem Hawashah said unto Moses, I have seen this people, referring to the Hebrew Israelites, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. And that's the spirit that 2/3 of the nation of Israel are in right now. They're very stiff-necked in relation to seeing these things happen upon the earth, knowing that it ain't safe out here financially and it ain't safe out here physically right now. It's a lot of stuff going on, and it's going down, man. And here we are through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, prophesying, rebuke, teaching, all right, just telling our people how to get right, how to repent, and that we have some extreme glory coming, but our people are stiff-necked. All right, it's like I was trying to feed medicine to a baby, and the baby just turning his head, all right, and making weird faces because it's just too much to bear. It's unpleasant, man. Now our people love the smooth words, man, and I'm touch on that briefly. They love the smooth words and love prosperity gospel, quote unquote. But when it comes to the harsh reality that is the totality of the scriptures, our people are just stiff-necked. They don't want to hear nothing about no great tribulation. All right. They don't want to hear nothing about no sacrifice, praying and fasting, starving themselves, man. They trying to eat, abominable food and have mukbangs, man. Big banquets of crawfish and lobster, all right, and shrimp. That's what they want to do. Them folks ain't trying to fast, man. Especially the women. They love to eat way more than us, man. But that's part of them being stiff-necked, man. And guess what? Hey, the clock steady ticking, and your time is coming, man. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, because that's all we are. We just the messengers of Yahweh Shema Shai, and we're warning y'all, man. Repent, come up out of them wicked ways, man. Okay. And first of all, dealing with this female first and foremost, and you better believe, since I've been in this truth, any female that I deal with, I'm going to inquire to Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai about her, and me and this girl, we don't live in the same city, I'm in Georgia, she in Georgia, but I can't keep my eye on her, so I put up prayers constantly for a watchful eye, and if she be committing adultery or adulterous acts, I pray the Lord to reveal it to me, and per his will and timing, and to swift judgment to fall, and if she do be a woman of the hopefully elect, well, that chastisement comes with that. Now I've told this girl this thing, I've prophesied very lightly to her, you can't be too heavy dealing with Eve, but I said that to her when she was going through this storm, man. It's either two things that's happening right now, all right? Either you're getting chastised because the Lord is taking you through a process to purge you, or your ass is getting judged, all right, for your behavior. Now, since I met her, we talked, and all I got to say for damn sure, she wasn't a virgin. I'm gonna just keep it at that. When we linked, when we started, dealing or whatever. So you know how that goes, man. And we do know, hey, if they not serving Yahweh Shema Shai or got a man to guide them, you think they're really repenting and feeling sorrowful for their whoredoms, sleeping with multiple men. Okay. Now, the reason why I deal with a woman, that isn't a virgin is in relation to mercy. All right. It's very hard to find a virgin these days. Matter of fact, fun fact, she said her sister is a virgin. Interesting. All right. But, yeah, but not running her. It's just, man, our people are just effed up. They don't care. They don't care. And these women, they've been living smoothly, comfortably. And hey, man, the Wadi Habashim Hawashah, it's time. Now, as a woman, that I deal with, do I like to necessarily hear how much crap she's going through? No. In relation to merciful, being merciful and being loving, we're not just all just constantly hard and cutthroat, man. But this is very, very serious. And for you women, y'all got to pay y'all dues as well. If we are sacrificing, serving the Lord, y'all got to do your just due, man. All right. What is it? Your reasonable service is what I meant. If we're doing our reasonable service, which is, prophesying, teaching, rebuking, well, you got to do what a woman is supposed to do. And that's, ultimately be a helpmeet unto a man of Yahweh Shem Shai, and help strengthen this nation, instruct the kids in righteousness and etc. All right. But our women aren't doing that, are they? Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 26 and verse 11. And as a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Bingo. Man, she say when that pandemic hit, she was living real good. She wasn't tripping. She enjoyed when that pandemic was going on because she was getting a check and making more money, because society was shut down than she was working. So, hey, man, and again, once the pandemic let up, what was our people? They went right back into their foolishness and folly. All right. After the pandemic, the Lord shut this thing down, gave people the time to hunker down, see the prophets on the internet highways and byways. All right. And because there was plenty of lessons going out during that pandemic from the prophets, man. All right. But instead, what was they really looking at? What was it? Verses. Those verses battle that was big during the pandemic. I watched a couple of them verses, man. But that was in relation to balance, dealing with the Lord's hopeful elect. But hey, for the majority of our people, and especially women, all right, once the Lord, let things kind of quote unquote open back up, they went right back to that folly, that foolishness, that play, just like a dog returning to his vomit, that sin. They didn't put off that old man. They went right back into it. And guess what? Hey, we're coming into a time where we finna see the manifestation of their judgment, man. We don't warn these people, and especially these women. Yeah, this is kind of a rebuke and, a warning to the woman. All right. I get tired of talking about her, but it must be done, man. All right. So, hey, as a dog returned to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. And we're not to be likened unto a fool. We're likened unto, being wise, men, and we move a certain way. And there's things that we do and we don't do, man, especially because we know prophecy is taking place and we do know things are about to get bad. And this is, the spirit that the Lord has given us to see these things and really hearken unto it and be prudent and prepare ourselves first and foremost spiritually. Okay. Coming out of all that, we're not hanging out with you clowns nowhere. I don't want to go to the club, none of that shit. I'm not hanging out no concert, none of that. Don't follow a multitude to do evil. A brother was talking about that the other day. Pretty much what he was going into the doggone NFL draft. Man, they say it was over 700,000 people out there. I saw the picture. I ain't never seen nothing like that for no sporting events. Maybe, they do that with a so-called soccer. They call it football. They be packed out like that, man. But here in the U.S., man, I ain't never seen no 700,000 for no NFL draft. That's crazy. You see how folly is set in great dignity in this place. All that play. Here we at the end of the freaking world, man. And them niggas is going up there for what? I don't really understand. We like to watch sports, whatever. But now ain't the time for that, man. All right. Moving on. Going to Titus chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 3. Hey, the aged women likewise that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. And the reason why I brought this out, talking about the girl I deal with, Mama. All right, she's supposedly supposed to be married and she ain't with her husband. I don't know what in the flying flip they have going on. You understand me? We live in Georgia. She old girl told me her mama just dipped off the floor. She was in Florida for like at least 3 months. I don't know what the flying flip, she got going on. Then she telling me, yeah, her mama got a little friend now. Mind you, they're not divorced, They're so you see what I'm talking about? Her mama isn't instructing her. Let me go on. That in verse 4, man. that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, How can the mama teach the damn child her daughter to be keepers at home when she ain't even doing it? And she in her damn this 70, she look good now, like for a 70-year-old, you know what I mean? But she's 70, old. She should be teaching her daughters, these things, man. But instead, I'm constantly getting videos from old girl when they're drinking together, pouring up, partying, enjoying. Hey, but you see, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, and old girl that I'm dealing with. All her brothers, she got multiple siblings. All her brothers are now married, okay? All the daughters, it's 3 of them. None of them are married. They're all marriageable age. One of them has a child. Hey, one of them let her tell her, a virgin. And then there's the one I'm dealing with, but none of them are married, all right? And hey, I wonder why, all right? Obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. Okay, so hey, that's not happening. Okay, the elder women of our nation, for the most part, they're not teaching these women how to be women of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. In fact, they're teaching and through their actions doing the exact opposite. And it's starting to catch up with them very rapidly. Okay. Man, this was flowing pretty well. Ecclesiasticus, I think. 26 and verse 14. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And it's very hard to find these days, especially in Babylon the Great. But if you get one, hey, that's a gift from the Lord to you, man. Hey, be thankful. And here's the point. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. And again, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, hey, I've tried to instruct her. All right, well, I've taught her, prayer and fasting. She kind of lightly knows that, I'm striving to be a man of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. But again, that's in relation to the women not doing it, and men trying to give you women sound doctrine, and not even just the men of the Lord. All these men on these platforms that are rebuking this whorish ass weird behavior that the women are exhibiting here on the earth, man. All right, we're trying to instruct y'all well, but they don't want to hear it, man. That's in relation to being stiff-necked. All right. And especially that weaker vessel, they don't want to hear until they're in them situations like, oh girl, where they're getting their lights cut off, or even worse, getting hurt, or even worse, getting put to sleep. You know what I mean? That then they want to like cry out. Then they want to be humble, meek, soft spoken, feminine. All right. Only want to deal with one man then, man. But when it was all good just a week ago now, wasn't it? All right. Going to Romans. Chapter 10, verse 2. Yes, perfect. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. And I just got a regular old definition for zeal, right? Great energy or enthusiasm. Okay. Now going back, for I bear record that they is talking about, the Hebrew Israelites. And this is going into the 2/3, man. They have a zeal, a certain enthusiasm about Yahweh, or who they just call God, and that Jebus. All right. And I say that because I've heard old girl say them catchphrases, right? God got me. Specifically, God got me, all type of little shit like that. That's that little enthusiasm that they have. But guess what? It isn't according to knowledge. And we're teaching with the spirit of truth, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, how to serve the Lord, man. Our people just got that little zeal where they just want to use catchphrases. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? All that old crap. But ain't really serving the Lord at all. Not one day in relation to, serving the Lord in his true name that was given to us, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. These 2/3 motherfuckers ain't served the Lord one day. in truth, all right, and according to knowledge, man. All right, and guess what, man? More than likely, if the Lord willeth, man, they gonna get caught up in this and they ain't gonna make it this go round. They ain't gonna make it. It is what it is. Some of your family may make it, some of them may not. Some of these women that we dealing with may make it, some of them may not. Hey, we don't have a plan B. So we got to put our best foot forward, man. All right, to make our calling and election sure, because it's going to be so worth it. Every little bit of crap that we experience, man, as soon as Yahushua, beam us up, it's over with for these guys. It's over with, and it's on and popping for us, man. So we just got to remember that and watch this thing burn on down, man. Watch it fall. We watching Babylon fall, and we watching everybody that worship this place and not the Lord fall right along with it. Okay, got a couple more precepts, man. 2 more actually. Now be straight to the point. All right, going to Matthew 26 and verse 41. Yep, and this is what we need to be doing, man. All right, Matthew 26 verse 41. Watch and pray. So we gotta watch these things that's happening, man. Watch the people you dealing with, whether it be the woman or the women that you dealing with, your children. My child in the same boat. All right, and coming in that spirit, she's a teenager now, so she's susceptible to spirits. We pray for our children, make no mistake about it, and we do love our seed, man. But if the Lord not a respected person, you best believe down here operator level, I ain't either. And if my daughter acting a fool and she ain't reverencing me, well, she not, I don't blame her all the way, but it is what it is. I only hear from my daughter when she wants some money. You know what I mean? And the little things that I ask her, let me keep it real with y'all, man. We fam. Only thing I really require of my daughter, we don't live in the same city. All right. It's just to send me, them quote unquote report cards, man, or them progress reports, man. She don't even do that. She can't even do that. In simple instruction, not being obedient, not all right, but quick. All right, quick to spend the summer buying $400 J's. You know what I mean? Quick to constantly all the electronics she want, and when she down here, through the spending party, how about Shema Shai, I look out for my child, man. But I'm just saying, hey man, they're in the same boat. She's a woman, all right, and she ain't really reverencing me like I ought to be. I ain't asking much, but quick to I was gonna put that out in the video too, but I was like, nah, I'll let it go, and just speak on it. But yeah, man, hitting me up, probably know around time I get paid, and that's when I hear from them. Oh, goodness gracious. Watch. and that's everything else that's happening on the earth, not just the people we deal with, but real world events. What's happening on the other side of the world. We got to see and watch everything that's happening, man. Our people don't watch the news, period, for real, let alone world news and putting it all together. We got to watch what's happening in our local neighborhoods, all the way to what's happening in the Middle East and other parts of the world, man. All right, and combine with that, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. All right, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. And that's going back to this woman that I'm dealing with. Hey, she is the weaker vessel, thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Hawashah. So again, she got a certain little zeal that she know, there's a God. You know what I mean? But hey, that flesh is overtaking it, man, and she's giving it into temptations, man. All right, and ain't no telling, how far she'll slip into that. We got to be strong so we don't fall into that temptation. And guess what? The ultimate temptation is going to be the hour of it in relation to that MOTB, that mark, all right, that they want to implant in everybody. All right, our spirit is going to be willing, but that flesh, all right, may hunger a little bit, may not have, adequate shelter, for a moment. But we do have faith and knowledge that the Lord is supposed to be with us during Jacob's trouble if we have been doing our just due, being obedient and fearful towards Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, and then I'll leave it at this one, man. 1 Corinthians, just to back that up. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. There have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. All right, or whatever, the nature of man desire, all right, to eat, to drink, all right, to be merry. And again, it's going ultimately to that mark of the beast, because in order for you to eat, drink, and be merry, have a home, you're going to have to take that mark, you see, all right. And the Lord understands that. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. All right. So we got to remember, whatever the Lord is going to bring upon us via this great tribulation and this purging process, we're going to be able, all right, to bear it, man. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. We just have to be faithful. All right. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. And I keep bringing up the MOTB because it's coming, but that also goes into kind of like what Shawty going through, man. All right. The Lord, if we serving the Lord, man, he'll provide provisions, man. All right. And we won't have to meet that faith of freaking out because our finances aren't, in place, man. All right. And then also I wanted to bring up the point where I'm suggesting, reaching out to the rest of her family, her brothers and sisters. They're on the damn phone every day, all day, laughing and giggling. So, I'm mentioning, go ahead and maybe reach out to them. It's not like in this particular situation, you're one of these people in relation to her family, since they talk all every freaking day. It's not like you're one of these people that's popping up and you haven't been talking and you're only popping up when you need something. Do that. Come to find out, hell, ain't nobody got no money in their family. And the same thing going on with our families. Hell, we barely making it, but the Lord dealing with us, and we straight for the most part. It's just we may not have like millions of dollars like them worldly niggas, but you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is everybody is in a very fragile point financially right now, and that's by design, ultimately by Yahweh Shema Hawashai, man. He's plaguing this place with multiple types of plagues, and financially it's a plague, man. All right, a disease, if you will, that is attacking the quote unquote finances, and it's by design so people can be susceptible to requiring help. And again, where's our help going to come from? Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. Where's the 2/3 and the rest of these heathens help is going to come from? Esau Edom and his MOTB. So we got to keep our faith in who we trust in, and they'll do what they do, and prophecy gonna play out, and guess what, we'll be home before you know it. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Until next time, Shalom.